Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Introduce you to this very stylish, very glamorous, extremely talented, a powerhouse actor. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for none other than Sonakshi Sinha. All right, Sonakshi, we're glad to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. You're looking gorgeous, you're looking lovely, and you're, as always, creating style statements wherever you go. So thank you so much for that.
This is Myntra fashion superstar, so I better.
Yeah, well, Sonakshi Sinha is the main judge of the show. This is going to be a really exciting show. Once again, let me remind you, the show launches on the 17th of September 2019 on the Myntra app and our television partner, Zoom Television. So don't forget to catch this. Sonakshi, what was the experience like?
Fantastic, also because this is the first of its kind show that's happening in India. We don't have anything like it. I've also been a part of many shows where I've judged singing, dancing, amongst other things. But for the first time, we're judging people based on how good they are on social media, fashion influencers. And today, you know, it's such an easy thing where anybody with a good sense of style and a good mobile camera can become an influencer. It's becoming a very acceptable profession as well. So I was really happy with the refreshing change for me. A lot of fun because I got to meet some very, very nice individuals, young people with like really bright minds and great ideas. I think, you know, it was a fantastic experience.
Now, you've worked on a show like Myntra's Fashion Superstar, which is looking for the next fashion influencer. What did you find the youth of this country to actually have a sense of fashion and style? Because, you know, most of you divas and style, you know, icons have had, you know, people training you and teams that have worked together to kind of, you know, give you guys that leverage. So these guys, they're coming in.
It takes an army. It really does. I have worked with some fantastic people over the years. My team right now also is so wonderful. You know, they make sure that I step out looking like this. I would have never been able to do it on my own. I promise you that. But, you know, meeting kids like these, you know, who have such bright ideas and not only about fashion and, you know, what they're wearing and how to promote themselves, they're also very aware of today, what's going on today. And I think the way they club that with their sense of style, fashion, and, you know, how to use social media in the right way, I think that was a very, very nice thing to see in them.
Right, so great experience on the whole. Yes, and thank you so much, like I said, for being here. Amar, would you like to say anything more?
Well, like I said, this is the most exciting thing we've done in a long, long time, and we're super excited to see how the next 8 to 10 weeks are going to fold. Super excited to have Sonakshi part of this initiative. This journey is longer than we can see at this point of time. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Those were quick previews of what is to come on the 17th of September. This show is a reality show. There's a lot that's going to happen. There's a lot of drama. There'll be a lot of fashion. And, I mean, great influencers coming out of there. From the promo that I saw, Sonakshi and Amar, these guys look really stylish and fashionable, right?
They do. I think that's why they made the cut to Myntra Fashion Superstar.
Right. Amar, tell us a little bit about, you know, the process of making a show like this. I mean, what goes behind it?
So, it all started with, like I said, like I was saying, we were trying to catch the trends, or we were trying to create the trends, like Myntra always did. The three things that were actually staring in our face was the video content, the influencer network, and Myntra as an engagement platform. When this idea was actually first coined, it was very obvious to us that Myntra could be that platform for influencers. The influencers today, all these 10 contestants actually were filtered from thousands of digital auditions that happen. In fact, it's first of its kind where we did entire audition online. And all these thousands of auditions came from people who are already influencing in their own ways. What was very, very clear was there was no standard platform or a platform for these influencers to have a steady followership and to actually influence in a way that is incentivized both for the influencer and for the follower. That's one of the reasons why we thought Myntra could be that platform. Second is our tech expertise in the world of fashion. In fact, if you saw what Sonakshi was saying, it's actually going from the offline space to online, where it's all about likes, follows, hashtags.
Right.
It's how digital it can get.
Right.
And we have a strong tech team behind it to understand the intent of the user, understand the sentiments of the users, and actually translate that or connect that to the right influencers. So there's a technology at play, there's a content at play, and then of course there is
Sonakshi
Sonakshi
Sinha.
at play. All of this coming together, like she said, it takes an army,
Yes.
even to look stylish, and it takes a coalition of armies to make a show like this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, definitely, Amar. And of course, you know, let's not forget about the fact that Myntra app is now kind of also a content creator in that sense, you know, where this kind of content that's coming out, it's going to be really quick consumption for people who are on the move, who can, you know, check out what the latest trends and fashions are, and that's the whole point of this entire exercise. So Sonakshi, it's, you know, you have had a great journey of style through your career. You know, came out of the, you know, bleachers with this really amazing fashion sense, and you've always carried yourself with such aplomb and such grace and such, you know, panache. How do you do it?
I think I'll have to correct you there. I honestly did not come with it. Like I said, my team...
It seemed like you did.
No. I think I'm the kind of person who likes to learn from her mistakes and, you know, grow with that. So I think I've made a lot of faux pas in my life. But I don't regret any of them because I know now what to do, what not to do. And I've kind of settled into a good space where I'm comfortable with my own style. And
is that one thing that one needs to sort of, you know, keep in mind when you're trying to become, say, a fashion influencer or a trendsetter?
Absolutely.
You can't be afraid to make mistakes.
Absolutely. And I think it's a bit more relatable when you make mistakes because everybody makes mistakes. Who doesn't? And when people see you make mistakes, they say, okay, she did it, so it's fine if I do as well. And I think that's what kind of helps you connect with people as well. So I'm not afraid to make mistakes. And, you know, the contestants that we've got here, we went through some 5,000 auditions of people just, you know, being themselves, their quirky best. What my parameters for this show is also how engaged you can keep me in your content that you're producing, right? So along with being stylish, along with being fashionable, you have to be able to keep my attention. And I feel like sometimes when you make mistakes, that also could end up as being a good thing. So it's okay to make mistakes.
Anyway, having said that, it's been a great experience, I'm assuming, so far, and the show continues. You guys are still in the shooting process of it. And there's a lot more action that's going to be coming up. What is the one thing that you would, you know, want our audiences to look out for from the first episodes?
Well, the first episode is an amalgamation of kind of like all the auditions that we've gone through. We selected the top 10, you know, the 10 really, really good entries that we got and who we felt could be part of this show and take it forward, keep it entertaining, engage us, show us some really good content on social media. I think along with these guys learning, I feel like I'm also going to end up learning a lot because I use social media so much myself. And, you know, I think it's a give and take where not only we're going to learn while we're on the show, but the audiences are also going to learn while watching the show, you know, what to do, what not to do, what mistakes can be made, and what can you learn from them. So it'll be a lot of fun overall. And because it's a one of its kind, first time this is happening in, I think anywhere in the world, right?
Yeah,
Nobody's
the first
done
time
it.
in the world.
Nobody has a show on a social media influencer. So kudos to us. We're the first. I think we deserve a round of applause for that.
Definitely. Huge round of applause. Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
It's always good doing something for the first time, and I'm really happy that we're doing it with this show.
Right. Well, congratulations to Myntra, Amar, and to Sonakshi, the judge